Okay, I'm just going to do a real quick review of this Camillus Hawker. I did intend to do something a bit more in depth, but as you can see, the tip has snapped off there, and I'm going to have to sort that out. But just a few thoughts on it. Firstly, the fact that the tip has snapped off is no slight on the knife. Okay, I really like this knife. I think it's an excellent knife, especially for the money. It's super sharp still. I've been throwing this relentlessly for the last 48 hours, and you can see it's beaten to hell. I've been throwing it against trees, logs, you name it. And yeah, eventually something's got to give. You know, this knife is not designed for throwing. It's a very thin blade. Alright, it's not suited for throwing, although ironically it is really good for throwing and really fun. It's just, it's just not cut out for it. You know, the thin needs to be 3 times as thick as it is, so the end's gone. What this knife is good for, it's got a very slicey blade, so it's really good for food prep. Any kind of cutting, opening boxes and cutting twine or whatever, most jobs it's fine for. I just wouldn't use it for, levering lids and things like that. I mean, it's not really cut out for that, unfortunately. But just as like a knife just to have lying around, just, to use here and there around the house, I'd say it's excellent, to be honest with you. I'm still going to use this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to file the blade back down to a point, sort of maybe at this kind of angle, and then just keep using it, because I don't think it will snap off again. So just get it down to that kind of thing, and it's still more than enough blade there. It's not going to affect its use in any way, and I'll just keep going with it, because I've actually been really enjoying this knife. I've been using it for all kinds of stuff, and it's been fine. I did have reservations about the blade when I first got it. When I looked how thin it was, I did think, oh dear, I don't think that's going to last long, and sure enough, today it gave in. But yeah, I'm not knocking it. One thing that really gets my goat when you see people reviewing knives is that, they hammer the shit out of them. They do all kinds of stuff. And, I get what they're doing, but, every knife has a limit as to the amount of abuse it can take. And, okay, people want to sort of take it as far as they can, that's fine. But, when you're getting a knife and you're throwing it against stuff, smashing the hell out of it, hammering nails into it or hammering it into nail, most knives are not designed to take that kind of abuse, and this is a case in point. So there's no way that I would say that this is the fault of the maker at all. I actually rate this knife. I think it's excellent, but just with the caveat of use it sensibly, but don't wreck it basically and expect it to hold up, because it's just not really designed for that. But for any light cutting, kitchen work, whatever, this is top notch. So overall, it's going to get a thumbs up from me.